But he is not solo in this mission. No. The next guy up it falls on is Dan Quinn. The beloved one. Dan Quinn, the favorite. The darling of the coaching staff. The orchestrator of the defense. And you had no answer. Not only did you not have an answer, you started doing things that you have not done all year long. You started playing more zone. You're not a zone team. When I knew it was over, I thought I was seeing stuff. Thank God I was watching the game on the big screen, but I also had it on my laptop. And thank God for the laptop screen because it just, what it did was, I thought I saw something, but I thought I was bugging. You know, I'm fasting, I haven't had food in 16 days. So I thought to myself, you're bugging, Jess. You're seeing things. I know good and darn well that's not Micah Parsons dropping in the coverage. Now, on the big screen, while I'm watching the game doing my pre-halftime and post-game show, I don't have the rewind option. I do on my laptop. And I said, oh, boy, I got to eat something. I'm seeing stuff. Maybe I should break the fast and eat something. I'm seeing stuff. I'm going crazy. I know that ain't Micah Parsons dropping back in the coverage. And so I go to my laptop and I rewind the play, and lo and behold, O.J. Holley ain't crazy. And my vision was just fine. On 3rd and 9 or whatever it was, 3rd and long, your best pass, arguably the best pass, not only on your team, in the National Football League. You're dropping him back in coverage? When? Who? Where? Why? What the hell? I thought to myself, I would have felt better if I was just famished. That would have made me feel better. Oh, your eyes are bugging. You're famished. You need to eat. Lay down. Drink water. Do something to get something because your vision is bad. But no. And not only were Micah Parsons back in coverage and didn't know who the hell he didn't know what to do in coverage. He looked so out of sorts. He looked so out of position. He looked like a whale on a racetrack. Just out of sorts. Not knowing, he don't know where to turn, don't know where the strength to drop back in, don't know where the routes are coming behind him. Pitiful. But Dan Quinn, you thought that was a good idea. You thought taking Micah Parsons away from rushing the passer on 3rd and long and dropping him in the coverage, that was the wave? That's the vibe? You vibed yourself right into staying on the field or converting the third down. What? I mean, they were leaving. Communication was poor. And here's the thing about when you're having to do zone and man and switching back and forth from zone to man, the biggest thing is communication. On countless occasions, you saw a guy at the line of scrimmage, and they're like still the Green Bay's ready to go. Like the centers, hands on the ball, guys are in their stand, they're ready to go. And you see guys still standing straight up trying to figure out who's going where, well, who's got what. I got him. What? We're in the wild card of the playoffs. It's one thing to have it happen once. It happened multiple times in the game. And you got caught standing around with your thumb up your butt, trying to figure out who is defending who. In week 19? Unacceptable. Then on the back end, the communication is not clear. You got guys who normally don't play in space, J-Ron Kearse and Donovan Wilson. They're supposed to be playing certain guys in certain space or whatever, and now they don't know if it's man or zone and man, or who's taking who's number one, who's number two. And it was about four plays where dudes were so, I mean, let me just tell you, this, legitimately, If a person has this much separation in the National Football League, we consider this wide open. We do, Tay. This is wide open in the National Football League. In college, is like this is wide open. In the league, is like this. If you got this much separation, horizontally or vertically, you're wide open. Green Bay, on 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different occasions, had dudes wide open, and I mean there wasn't a dude 12 to 15 yards close to him. 12 to 15. One time, Jordan Love threw a punt to the tight end. It was a punt. Like, he was running free. He had to, let me stop. Let me wait for it. Fair caught it. And he caught a punt. He caught a punt. That's how far away dudes away. No gunner or jammer out there. It was the quarterback throwing a ball up to the. So Mike McCarthy, you're not soloing this. Dan Quinn, you deserve some of this blame. Now, Dan Quinn, you'll probably go off and get a job somewhere else. Now's the time. Oh, you're not as hot as you used to be. Not after that performance. The last 2 years, you were hot, and you can pick and choose where you wanted to go. Nah, my brother, you got to go, because you won't have this opportunity again. Nah, go get that job. So now that we're done with the coaches, and when I say coaches, I list the 2 coordinators and the head coach and everyone that fall underneath them. And Deion had a great thing that he said. Deion said, and I know he sits on the coaching stage sometimes, but he says, we want to blame folks, that kind of stuff, but, it's the players. The players. Now, Dan Quinn, that's you on having Michael Parsons drop back. That ain't Michael Parsons doing his own things. But the communication part, that's a player part. That's you putting in enough time, energy, and effort to know where you're supposed to be. That's y'all. That's the group.